Hi everyone, it's Paul Chapman here, Principal from Central Coast Sports College. Today's the 4th of August and this is the weekly update. First and foremost, I wanted to start off with some COVID-19 updates. I'm sure most people have been seeing some stuff in the media over the last few days. There hasn't been any substantial change to the impact it has on us as a school community. We're still in normal lockdown mode. The recommendation for the government still continues to be if your child can work from home, they should be. That being said, if they're not able to work from home for whatever reason that your family is working through, please understand that as a school we are open. We do have staff on site and we also have a group of staff that are working from home as well. The staff have put together a fantastic online learning program. There's lots of sport activities, lots of academic activities, and at the start of every single day, the staff connect with all of our students via Zoom and make sure they're on task and have clarity around what they need to be working through. So I wanted to acknowledge all the families that have been part of that. I had the pleasure this week of sitting in to a couple of homeroom check-ins. I sat in Bryce and Anna's homeroom in the junior school over the last 2 days, and I sat in Sue Jurek as well as Cam Moon's check-in for the senior college students over the last 2 days as well. It was great to see all of our students logging in, connecting with each other online, and continuing on with their journey of learning. I also wanted to put out there a reminder around the fact that the government recently made announcements that Year 12 students should be expected to return to school, and for us it'll be the 17th of August, Tuesday the 17th of August. We've got a midterm break coming up very shortly. However, straight after the midterm break, the expectation is that Year 12 students can return to on-site learning. I watched the briefing from the Premier this morning. She was asked some pretty challenging questions around what the detail of that Year 12 return to school looks like. It doesn't seem to be overly clear at the moment. However, we're assuming, based on the information we've received to this point, that Year 12 students will be able to return to school as of the 17th of August. So families with students in Year 12, please understand that will be our expectation. If there is a change to that, we will make sure we let you know, and we are taking guidance of the government in that regard. I also have had a few questions from families around whether or not our teachers have been vaccinated. I want to make sure everyone understands vaccination's a personal choice that each person gets to make for themselves based on their own research and their own medical conditions, etc. A number of our staff have actually tried to get the vaccinations or booked in to get them. I know some of our staff have had the first vaccination. Plenty of our staff are waiting, and obviously the priority at the moment has been sending lots of those vaccinations down to the LGAs in Sydney that have been affected the most. And unfortunately, even some of our own staff have had the vaccination appointments pushed out because the vaccination that was reserved for them has been allocated to someone into the main part of Sydney. That being said, we're working really closely with the health department to try and make sure that happens for staff that have booked in for that as quickly as possible. So I just want to give everyone an update in that regard. Our goal is to work alongside the government, and as I said, that's a very personal choice around vaccinations, and it's not our place to make judgments around that for any family or student or staff member. It's a very private matter, and we just encourage people to make sure they educate themselves and make informed decisions around that. And obviously the government's working really hard to get as many people vaccinated as possible, particularly in the month of August. Just to mention in regards to buses, I've had just a request from a person in charge of our buses that if your child does have a bus pass that's issued by the school, travelling on one of our buses, just a request that you don't try and punch a hole in the bus cards. The bus pass material is quite fragile, and if you do punch a hole in it, you'll probably damage the card. So if you do want to attach that card to your child's bag or something like that, you can get little lanyard cases or card cases from places like Officeworks, and you'll be able to attach the card to the bag in that manner. So we just ask that you don't punch holes in the bus pass cards. That'd be great. The other thing I want to mention as well is any Year 6 student families or any students in Year 6 that are part of the college community at the moment, there will be an email coming out in the next couple of days asking families to let us know confirmation if you're planning for your child to continue on into Year 7 with us. It's an important transition from Year 6 to Year 7. We're in full planning mode at the moment for 2022. We've already got the staff ready to go, and we just want to make sure that the families that are planning to continue on, we've got all the right resources in place and we're well prepared for the new year, as well as the fact that we've had a lot of applicants from Year 7. We've already made our first round offers to a whole bunch of Year 7 students, which are very excited about coming into the college. And we'll also be opening up for a very short period another small intake for another small group of another Year 7 students as well. But if we could find out. And as I said, an email will be going out shortly asking parents to confirm their place in 2022 for Year 7 of our current Year 6 families. We'd just appreciate if families could be honest with us and give us a heads up so that we can make appropriate plans in place. And obviously, if you are planning to move on at the end of this year, it'll be sad to see your child move on. But we need to continue to plan as we move forward. Last but not least, shout out to everyone who's been part of the family trivia tonight. I look forward to being on there. If by the time this video gets published, the trivia has already been over. Congratulations to the winner. It's the first time we've done that as a school committee. Looking forward to it. Max and the sport department have done a great job of putting that quiz together. Hope it goes really great, and I'm sure I'll see a lot of you guys online there. And just as I sign off, there is a link to a form that's attached to this attached to this video, where we're asking families, as we've done for the last 2 weeks, to complete a form to let us know your plans for next week. It's really important and very helpful for us if we know your expectations of your plans for your child, whether or not they're going to be working from home or coming into school next week. It helps with the planning. It helps to ensure we've got adequate staff on site. Make sure that the staff have put the right energy into developing their online resources for next week as well. So we would ask families to complete that form that's come along with this email. If you can complete that form by no later than 9 a.m. on Friday morning, we'd appreciate that. Our office staff last Friday made 330 phone calls during the day on Friday, just touching base with families who hadn't completed the form. But we would just ask you if you could do us a favour and complete that form by no later than 9 a.m. Friday morning. And if you don't complete the form, you'll probably receive a phone call at some point on Friday just to confirm the plans for next week. And just as I said, helps with our planning. That's all I have to say for now. It's really great to continue to see families on and off the site. Virtually, it was fantastic, and I'm sure you're all doing well. Keep together as a school community, and we look forward to providing more updates as they come available. And I'm looking forward to sharing lots of exciting stories about our students' journeys over the next many months. Until next time, bye for now.